Hello, 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 hello. You all come in, come in, come in. Hit that like, hit that share button. I'm going to address two questions that I received via email today in the dark. Yes, in the dark. Um, First question, great question. Number one, will XRP, Ripple Labs, XRP, be the global reserve currency, right? Will XRP be the global reserve currency? Question number two, will the United States back XRP with gold? I really want to answer two first, being on some news today, some news that happened. I think it was Pakistan that I'll read that later. I'll pull it up on my phone to make sure I'm accurate. But they found like enormous amount of gold. I believe it's in Pakistan, and then I told you that China found $80 billion worth of gold. So will the United States even have enough in its gold reserves, if it was possible, feasible, to back XRP with gold? And would you want a technology like XRP that moves currencies in 3 to 5 seconds, or transactions in 3 to 5 seconds rather, to even be backed by gold? Because the reason why gold did not work as money, because countries were evolving and just transacting in gold, just technology took over, and transaction of gold was just too slow. Hello, Lee Brown. Thank you for coming in. Everybody else do the same. Follow suit. Come in, and hit the like and hit the share button. So that was my rant. Um, Let me get back to question number one regarding XRP becoming a global reserve currency. Mm. First of all, XRP is designed to be a digital asset and is for cross border payments. However, it's going to facilitate fast and cost effective or efficient transactions. Let's just say effective transactions. What's up? Let me say hello to everybody, because you all coming in and saying hello, and I love it. I already gave a shout out. Shalom to you, to Lee, aka Les Brown. Shalom to you as well, Ben. Hello to you. Hello. Thank you for coming in. Greetings, Crypto Scales. Greetings. Thank you all for coming in. What's up to you as well, Smoke the game. What's up? I hope you had I've had a great day. I had a great day. Thank you. Same to you. I hope you had a great day as well. What happened to XRP? I done put all this money into it. Well, the entire crypto market as of right now is in red. So nothing has happened to XRP. But I'm just going to clarify some things, because yes, let's like that video, you all. I'm not planning on being on here long. As you can see, I'm in my Jeep, and my gas is running, but it's too cold to do this in the cold. Like the video. Hello to you, Jay. Hello. No, XPR, not XRP. Oh, I did a whole 2 hour live stream on XPR yesterday. So can you go back and look at that live stream? I was decoding the Simpsons, and I actually had someone. You all just take me off topic, but let me just say, I had someone, and I actually blocked that person off my channel today, that said that decoding the Simpsons and cryptos was for people, a person with a childlike mind. And I'm like, this person doesn't have an adult mind, because everybody knows The Simpsons is not for kids. It's not a cartoon written for kids. They have showed you what the plan is going to be, and it has come to a lot of Simpsons quote unquote predictions have proven to be true. So why would you not pay attention to what they're saying about crypto? Right? Crypto Born was released in 1997. They predicted Lady Gaga singing halftime at the Super Bowl. They predicted Trump would run for 2 elections and again in 2024. It's not a prediction, it's actually showing you the plan. And that happened. They predicted or showed the plan for C19 that happened. So many of the Simpsons. So why would you bypass what they're saying about crypto? because you know it's going to be true, right? You didn't say hello. I did say hello. I'm sorry. Hello, you all. Now they got beef in the Simpsons. I don't know what you mean by that. They got beef in the Simpsons. What do you mean by that? Rick Cordero, it would make sense for XRP to be a background bank service token to handle large amount of transactions. That's the word, transactions, and XLM be adjacent to the CBDC. Now, transaction, that's the key word. XRP will not be the global reserve currency. XRP will be the global reserve transaction technology, right? It is to facilitate cost effective transactions. So, although it's going to partnership with financial institutions, banks, in fact, I think Bank of America just said today that 100% of their transactions are used on the XRP ledger. So, becoming a global reserve currency will require widespread government and institutional adaptation or adaptation, whatever way you want to say it. But I say adaptation. And this is the thing, when you look at SWIFT right now, it is not ran by a single entity. It's 3,500 members, the G10 members to be exact. So, global transactional technology system and a global reserve currency are two different things. Each country is going to have their own CBDC. And guess what? These countries may not even use the RLUSD. Note that US is in that stablecoin, right? US for United States. They may not even use the RLUSD for their stablecoin, for their own CBDC. Russia is not going to want to use China's currency. We know BRICS is here because it does not want to use the United States currency. So, like the United States dollar right now, because of the Bretton Woods Agreement in 1944, is the world reserve currency. That will be no more. So, I just want to correct people that come on or say things like XRP is going to be the new world reserve currency. No, it's going to be the global transactional technology. It's not going to be the world reserve currency. And so, with that being said, that's why these other countries are dumping the physical United States dollar right now. Now, you're going to get resistance from central banks. Again, they're not going to do Bretton Woods 1944 just in digital form 2.0. Okay. So the next question was, will the RLUSD, because we know XRP is a technology and pegging it to gold will cause it to move too slow. Someone says they're going to have interoperability between currencies. That's true, but it's still a technology. It's still a technology. SDC and XLM will have interoperability too, but just in different functions. And I can get into XDC. I see how long because I don't have. Someone says I was trying to figure out how to buy XPR here in Canada. Give me a second. Smoke the game. Do you have Coinbase? You can answer that real quick. So now RLUSD, the stable coin. I guess the question is, will the United States peg that to go, because that's going to be the stable coin. The RLUSD is going to be the stable coin for the United States. Now, control for gold backing, for a government such as the United States, the currency digital, whether it be digital or fiat, with gold, it will need to control the supply and assurance of the currency. It will have to maintain a gold reserve large enough to back the currency. And see, that's why other countries, and that's why President Nixon in 1971 removed the pegging of gold from the fiat currency, because the United States did not have enough gold reserve enough to back the currency. Other countries saw the printing press of the United States creating more and more new monies into circulation. And they said, you know what, this is devaluing this currency. And the agreement was that other countries would import their commodities, their oil, right? We rely heavily on foreign oil, because the United States, I think when I say we, the United States uses about 18.5 million um, barrels of oil a day. And that's how much we also mine, even though Trump is telling the United States to mine more of its oil. But the thing is, sometimes it's cheaper by the time the oil go through the refinery process, even with the shipping and the importing of oil from other countries, to just get it from other countries because of the type of crude oil that the United States have. So with that being said, the gold backing was abandoned in 1971, returning to the gold system, or, again, any currency, including XRP, will require restructuring of the global financial system all over again. So the US dollar is backed by the country's economic strength and the world's reserve currency. So a gold backed XRP will disrupt this status quo. It will require international consensus. So if other countries are already fighting to dump our dollar right now, and they are doing it successfully, why do you think they're going to be in agreement for a gold backed XRP? They won't. And I asked this question many times before. I said, why would countries want to use the XRP technology when they already are dumping the United States dollar? Then I got it. XRP will not be the global reserve currency. It's going to be the global reserve transaction, so that other countries can trade or transact through technology for their own CBDCs. And they may not use the RLUSD, which I doubt it, as their stable coin. That's going to be the stable coin for the United States digital dollar. So using XRP as a gold backed currency would really take it beyond governmental control. This would challenge the existing, what's in place right now, monetary policies and central banking systems. So the US dollar reserve currency status will conflict with the United States strategic interests. So there are already gold backed currencies. So the likelihood of the United States specifically backing XRP's technology to gold, it won't happen. I doubt it. It's very minimal. And the United States is more likely to develop a central bank CBDC, even though Trump said that's not going to happen. I believe it will, under the Federal Reserve control, to modernize its monetary system. Now, XRP is privately developed as a decentralized cryptocurrency. Well, a privately developed decentralized cryptocurrency remains separate from government-driven initiatives. Right. So, what was that? The country that found all? I mean, was it Pakistan? Pakistan, because right now, I don't even. I know United States does not even have the largest gold reserve to back a digital or physical fiat by gold. So Pakistan, was it Pakistan? Let's see. Let me pull that up. Um, this country that I'm trying to figure out how these countries just, yeah, Pakistan, how are these countries just finding gold? Bankrupt Pakistan's hits the jackpot today. Bankrupt Pakistan hit the jackpot. Huge gold reserves found in the river is worth, let's see, media reports that the treasure's value, oh, wow, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, valued at 600 billion Pakistan rupees that were bankrupt. that were bankrupt, and the media reported they found gold in the Indus River and brought by fast moving water from northern mountaineers. And so the report mentions that the in the light of mining in the Indus River, the Pakistan government has enforced Section 144 prohibiting the extraction of gold. Um, and so when you have, and then let me find how much gold that China said they found. Was it China? I know Africa found some gold as well. And then we have the Northern Egyptian Bank. They said they found gold. China found $83 billion worth of gold. Everybody's finding gold in this soil except the United States, right? Yeah, thank you. China. No. Listen, Tammy. They found 88.3 billion worth of gold reserves. Like, how do you just find it? It's like you just stumble across that. So Beijing, China has found reserves worth 600 billion won, 82 billion in central province. So 83 billion worth of gold. This happened in November of last year, 2024. So United States is not even the richest country in gold right now to even back that with gold. So that's, we can, debunk that myth. However, okay, thank you. And sometimes I talk too fast, Tammy, and I twist up words. Um, and so with that being said, I don't see a gold backed digital currency. Each country again is going to have their own CBDCs, and they might not even use the RLUSD as a stable coin for their CBDCs. However, they will use, or the transactional technology globally through XRP. And I gave the example or the analogy of the same market cap that Zoom technology has, ExxonMobil has, right? So we know ExxonMobil have physical oil, physical project, produce, or not produce, but physical products, and which is energy through oil, right? Through things we can touch. And Zoom is just technology, but the same market cap. So that does not make the value of XRP less valuable. But I tell people all the time, just because something is valuable does not mean it's going to reflect in the price. Like, for example, silver and gold. An ounce of gold right now is roughly $2,000. An ounce of silver, $40. And we know that the value of both of those commodities are way more than what the price reflects. That's why we had Wall Street bets during the silver squeeze, because it's been oppressed and suppressed. So, unfortunately, people think when something is a value that the price will reflect, and that does not happen all the time. It does not work that way all the time. The price of XRP has been suppressed, and we know that we have a court date that's coming soon. So, no, I don't see the RLUSD out. It will not be the global reserve currency. Every country is going to have their own CBDCs and their own stablecoin. All right, let me look at some comments and then I'm logging off. BRICS gold reserve increased over the years, and the U.S. reserve has been on the decline. I agree. Ronald Reagan actually made a speech, and I want to say the 70s, and he said that the amount of gold reserves that the United States have in comparison to the amount that it owes in its national debt, that our national debt, and that was back in Ronald Reagan time. So imagine what it looks like today with our national debt being $32 trillion. So when you look at the checks and balances, the amount that we are in debt to other countries compared to the amount that we actually have in our gold reserves that nobody knows, because there has not been an accounting of the books in years. We don't know how much they have in Fortnite in New York, right? Rikers Island. Then the checks and balances say that we are more debt than we actually have the gold reserves to pay out that debt, and these other countries are finding billions of dollars worth of gold, and the United States haven't been that fortunate yet. That's why Trump says sell your oil, sell all our gold, and just get into Bitcoin, because the United States needs some type of asset. Um, USDC Circle stablecoin. Thompson, what do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. United States speak taking other people's gold through mining companies. The United States speak taking other people's gold through mining company. Crypto B-boy, what do you mean by that? Yeah, let me. You like how I said Pakistan? I'm a Southern woman. I'm a Southern woman. Oh, someone says I have a decent wallet, so I can purchase XRP on KuCoin. Let me say this real quick. Also, Ripple Labs, it said Ripple Lab, collaborated with Chainlink yet, right? So I showed you all the Simpsons decoding that Chainlink was on the wall. I actually had somebody to ask me, well, why do you say this Chainlink's logo? It could be any other crypto logo as well that's similar to Chainlink. The only one that I know that's kind of similar to Chainlink is Polygon, and Polygon does not have a hexagon. It's an open space in Polygon. So, but anyway, the Oracle Flare is not fully ready yet. That's probably why Ripple chose Chainlink today. And I told you the Simpsons mentioned it twice on the 1997 Crypto Born episode. Twice Chainlink, and not just one time, right? We saw it on the wall, but Professor Frank said, "Let me show you the link," when he was clicking the VCR remote. So we at least saw that twice in that episode. And the Flare is still working on, even though it's the Oracle, Flare still have some things that is working on to start adapting. I really believe that it's going to be Flare and XPR along with some other currencies that's going to collaborate for its Oracle. Oracle, how do I say this? Capabilities as well. Right. So Chainlink and Ripple did what they did today. It's going to be on the global scale. But hey, Flare is coming. It's coming. It's coming. The United States doesn't want to back anything with gold. That's why crypto was created, to keep us out of tangible assets and keep us in digital fiat. Well, the United States really, we're broke. We can't back it by gold, baby. We broke. We broke. It's it's like United States is like the rich young girl who got daddy credit card with unlimited spending power and never paid it off. Just, this United States broke. They can't back it by gold. We don't have it, baby. We just don't. We broke. We was broke during the Great Depression as well. We went bankrupt. And that wasn't the first time we went bankrupt. And that's why the federal bankers came in and lent the United States money. And we was at the mercy of the federal bankers because it was broke. And that's why in 1930s, during the Great Depression, they made it illegal for American citizens to hold gold because they needed to have that gold to build their strategic reserve to be the global reserve currency, along with the backing of a strong military to tell other countries, like, you going to accept us as the world reserve currency. But now other countries are collaborating in military force, and World War III is going to be more of a technology war. So they are advancing in technology, not necessarily boots on the ground as well. Okay, Crypto Pharaoh says XPR, KuCoin, utility coins like XRP, XLM, and SDC with bridge currency. Yes, there was something. Give me a second. I have to. Let me pull that up as well. In this, I have so many articles that I have to go through it. And if I can't find it, I'll just address it on another live stream. But the reason why people will want to peg um, gold would be to control inflation, to stabilize the dollar, whether it be physical or digital. It provides a stable value. Thus, we get the name stable coin, and it could restore trust. It can restore trust because a gold peg could increase confidence in the United States um, digital dollars. So that's why RLUSD created a separate gold-backed digital asset as a stablecoin or a reserve asset alongside fiat dollar. So again, it's used for cross-border trade. It's used for transaction. It's a global reserve alternative. Now, but yeah, that would create a hybrid system. You know, the only way that I can see the United States even try having a gold backing is a portion of the digital dollar supply with gold, creating a hybrid system that combines both fiat and gold backing. But again, given that the size of the debt, over 32 trillion that the United States is in, and the reliance on a fiat-based system that's backed by nothing, and insufficient gold reserves to cover debt obligations right now, pegging the digital dollar or RLUS to gold is very, very unlikely. But I was going to say this about HDC. Y'all, because I'm sitting in my Jeep. Let me bring this point out. Current gold price right now, what, $2,000? So the total value of the United States gold reserve last reported was about 500 billion. This far less than that's what's called the M2. That's the U.S. money supply M2. The M2 U.S. money supply exceeds 21 trillion, or the national debt over 33 trillion. So when we have a gold reserve over 500 billion and a national debt over 33 trillion, we will have to go back to a fractional reserve system where only a percentage of the currency is backed by gold, just a fraction of it. And that means that the supply of our digital dollar will have to be reduced drastically, which will cause deflation and um, economic chaos. So, no, that's not happening. I just want to debunk. But I will cover HDC at another time. So I'm going to ask, will Bitcoin be able to be backed by gold? Well, not Bitcoin itself, but the layer twos on Bitcoin could, like the Lightning Network or RSK. They could be, pegged by gold, but the challenges of that is that Bitcoin price is too volatile. A lot of crypto is just too volatile to maintain a peg to a stable asset like gold. So you have to have the gold reserves to truly back the tokens. And the United States just debt is way more than its gold reserve. Okay, you all. So because other countries can have less debt, and they find it all these billions in gold, Pakistan and China with less debt, and that will make them more dominatory than the United States. And so we know the United States is just a matter of time for before the dollar is gone, because since 1971 it lost the backing of gold through Nixon, and it has not been the petrodollar in a long time. Let me look at some comments. I already have my hand. Oh, you're welcome. Someone said I watched one of your old videos. Yay! In order to look at the Irish gold grams. Thank you. You are so welcome. The rich American elites are not broke. Depends. What would be the utility super cycle? I don't know what you mean by that. Can you elaborate on that? Someone says, I heard XRP is slow. No, it's global transaction 3 to 5 seconds. America's economy powers almost 40% of the entire world's economy. BRICS currency should not survive if they cannot trade in America. I don't know why you think that. Why should other countries, as when we watch TED Talks, why should other countries um, trade their gold and diamonds, as she said in TED Talks, for United States colored paper? Colored paper. Why should they do that? Why should they give up their commodities for paper currency that's lost its value? It's not backed by anything. That's like a bully going to school and making you give up your lunch just because they're a bully. And they're going to threaten you if you don't give them your commodity, which is food. The only thing back in the United States dollar right now is our military force. Tariffs for Trump is going to make the exports that we've received from other countries double and triple in price, because if the taxation from them increases, then the prices for us increases, which means it's inflation. So although Americans are saying no taxes, no taxes, you're going to get it in prices. You pay no taxes, what you pay for your groceries and gas and all of that is going to increase. They're going to get it. As my grandmother said, they're going to get it at the rinse or the wash. They're going to get it. You're not going to be exempt for higher prices or inflation. China, Russia, these countries' economies cannot survive without trading. That's not true. That's not true at all. Africa, these other countries that's finding all these gold, are finding all this gold, they're richer than we are, and for its commodities, and that's what matters. Like United States not only depend on China, for example, for its technology, for televisions, for Apple iPhones, for a lot of our clothes, a lot of our children's toys that we buy. You see made in China all over Walmart. Oh, they can depend without us because they are richer in commodities. Saudi Arabia, I already said, we don't want to exchange our oil. And so although United States can produce our own oil, we use so much, we consume so much. What people don't realize is oil is just more to just heat your home or put gas in your vehicle. It's in a plastic bag, plastic containers. Things that we touch and feel every day that we don't understand, it takes oil to produce. It does. So although we can produce it, we consume more of it than other countries. There has not been a level playing field. America has been at the bottom when it comes to terrorists. I don't know what you all talking about. I already did what, and it cost me $100 in fees. Somebody said, "Dang, I don't know what y'all talking about." I missed that because America's economy is so massive. We have the biggest stick. When we swing the biggest stick, the rest of the countries will fall in line, or they would go. No, the United States have been bankrupt more than any other countries. I don't really know where you're getting this information from. We were bankrupt in the Great Depression. That's why we had to depend on the federal government, and I mean the Fed is not government, and government and Fed are two different things. Other countries are not afraid to go to war with us now because if it's going to be a technology war, more than likely they're going to win because they're more advanced in technology. You got BRICS, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. You know, they are combining. This is not just one country who wants to dump the dollar. This is a combination of countries. So when you combine all of their military and all their intellect and all their technology in the military, they have the biggest stick right now. And why would you think it's okay? Just let me know this. We're having a conversation. I'm not arguing. Why do you think it's okay for those countries to send their commodities to America for a devaluated dollar? Like, why would it be okay for America to get Africa's gold and diamonds and they give them their devaluated dollar. Why would it be okay for them to have more of the riches of gold, physical gold? China is rich in commodities and its soil, and it's just the way God made it. Why would that be okay? To give them money that's not backed by anything. Thank you, Crypto B Boy said, I'm a well-informed young lady. I can't read all these comments. You said XRP. You mean SPR, Queen? Yeah, I'm talking about XRP right now. What do you want to know about XPR, though? Once Trump shuts down the Department of Education, that shuts down the deep state ability to brainwash all young people into communism. Touche, touche. SPR, ISO, compliant. Yes, compliant, not compatible. Big difference in that vocabulary. And it is still on Fed now. It is still on Fed now. Yep. And it was mentioned on The Simpsons. And it's the only one that's on Fed now. Oh, I was talking about Flare. You all got me off. Smart contract capability is interoperable as well. Flare also enables bridging for various assets such as Bitcoin and XRP into smart contract ecosystem as well. XRP is the banker's coin. It focuses on the banks, financial institution. They said it themselves. We are here for the banks and cross-border payment solutions, transactions, right? And it will collaborate. It will enhance SWIFT, not replace it for global payments. Flare, on the other hand, is targeted for developers and projects looking to build decentralized applications, aka DApps, that require interoperability as well and cross-chain function. So it's provide a platform for leveraging assets from non-smart contract blockchain. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to break down the what's R3 SDC. Why this big with the R3 is the only one at this point that they have said that, XDC is already in compliance with R3, and how big and powerful SDC is. I know we talk about XRP all the time, but the ones that we don't talk about, the XPR, the XDC, they are more powerful than what we know. So I'm going to go in my home now because I'm sitting in my Jeep and I'm running my gas, right? And it's 40 minutes. So what will happen to China economy if they could no longer trade with America? Answer is obvious. Okay, answer this for me, Clark, before I get off. What is America importing to China? It would completely impede the economy. Just answer that for me. What is America importing to China? You are just going to let me run all my gas out my Jeep, huh? Clark, so I wait on you. America is sitting on. Yeah, but all that oil in America is not the type oil we need. Right. Some of that oil has to go through a great refinery process, which costs more than getting it from other countries, including their refinery process and shipping. This is a religious person that does not study. The Lord is in control. The Bible says the earth the Lord has given unto mankind. The highest heavens belong to the Lord, and the earth had he given unto mankind. There are 13 famous in the Bible. You don't think the Lord was in control then? Just because the Lord is not controlling of the earth. In fact, in Genesis, he said when he created man, he said, I want you to multiply, subdue, and have dominion. The highest heaven belongs to the Lord. See, this is where a lot of religious people. The highest heaven belongs to the Lord. The earth he has given unto mankind. He told us to rule and dominate. That's why he created this for us. For us. It's not for him. You need to know, why am I created? What am I supposed to do? Replenish, multiply, have dominion, be fruitful and multiply, have dominion over what? The earth. Somebody said absolutely nothing. Indonesia said they were going to join BRICS nations. Guess what? Ripple worked with Indonesia for their country to use. Okay, it's just technology though. Global transaction, not the global reserve currency. Yo from Japan. You from Japan? Are you really from Japan? The U.S. doesn't have enough gold to back the dollar. True. So it's not going to have enough to back the digital dollar. Oh, my goodness. You all coming in. I cannot read all these comments. But let me break this down. The United States exports to China agriculture products, soybeans, corn and wheat, machinery, equipment, right? Industrial machinery, energy, crude. Now, the United States also imports crude and natural gas to China. Now, the volumes have decreased recently, but they still do. Transportation equipment, aircraft, automobile products, pharmaceutical and medical devices. United States supplies that with China with medical products, pharmaceutical. But U.S. goods exports to China, like as of 2023, we see like a 5% decline. Because China, so the U.S. trade relationship with China is multifaceted as well. Because China continues to, particularly agriculture, technology, and energy sectors. Like the foreign exports to China at risk right now for the terrorist threat. So you got to ask yourself all of this. Now, what does China exports to America? What do they bring or import rather to America? And you all, and I don't mean no harm, but I hate religion with a passion. I say hate and I mean hate. Jesus hated religion. Jesus' biggest fight, Yeshua's biggest fight when he was in this earth realm was religious people. It was not. It was religion and religious people. People, the Sadducees, whatever seeds, was religious people. That was Jesus' biggest fight. Was sinners. In fact, he ate with Matthew. They called Jesus glutton and a drunk. He ate with Matthew and the tax collectors and sinners. He didn't have no problem with that. It was religious folks that come on here and say things. It's up to the Lord. No, it's not. God said, I give him the earth unto mankind. Right? I give in the earth unto mankind. So, modern times are severely messed up, effed up. Understanding is no longer imperative. Anybody, both your friends and family members, are enemies with all others as well. Okay. So China exports to the United States soybeans, the largest U.S. exports to China, used for livestock, corn, wheat, grains, meat, pork, all of that stuff. Energy products, crude oil, LNG, coal and other energy resources. Cotton. Did you all know that cotton? Get from China, advanced medical equipment, pharmaceuticals, Sony, toys, all of this stuff. So it's mutual now. So, other countries, listen, other countries are tired of devalued dollars, and we should be too, because this is why we experience inflation. It's not that prices are increasing, it's that our purchasing power of the dollar is decreasing because it's not backed by a real commodity. That's why it was called the petrodollar. That's why I'm called the petrodollar. So you all, I'm logging off. Um, it's been good. I gotta go. I gotta go to see you all on this live stream. You take good care as well. United States is going to fall. And the Bible talks about Babylon the Great has fallen. That's going to be the United States, because United States have received the best end of the stick for years, and receiving these countries precious commodities and giving them a devalued color paper currency. Everybody knows Africa is the richest land in commodity and wealth that there is in Africa. And those people have been oppressed and living in poverty in a rich soil and rich. Where do you think the Garden of Eden really is? It's in Africa. And in Genesis, they talk about the rivers and all of the gold and the precious resources that flows in that river. That's really that's Africa. And those people are impoverished, and they are rich. And much of that oppression and suppression is because they are receiving the world reserve currency, United States dollar, and is devalued. Those countries would be just fine without the United States. The question is, how would the United States be without those countries? That's Western imperialism. Yep. Yep. They have been capitalizing off these other countries for years. Like I say, and other countries are fighting back. They don't want our color paper. They don't want our devalued dollar. In fact, you're going to see more than ever. Citizens not going to want the United States dollar anymore, because it's not. Like Henry Ford said this a long time ago. If people understood our banking system in the United States, it'll be bank runs by tomorrow. That's just like the Zimbabwe dollar, where there were barrels of dollars in a wheelbarrow, right? I mean, a wheelbarrow full of Zimbabwe dollars, and people would go grocery shopping because they had all these dollars, and prices, inflation went so high, and people would steal the wheelbarrow and dump the dollars in the street. Because once your dollar, Ronald Reagan also said this in 2011, that no currency has ever lasted without some type of precious metal or backing or commodity backing this dollar. And there is no commodity, nothing. When Saudi Arabia accept the United States dollar for its oil, it's no longer called the petrodollar. We don't have the commodities like other countries do. Love you all. XRP, global transactional currency, but not the global world reserve currency. Still can make you rich, though. Still can make you rich. We're going to start talking about what's going to be your exit plan with this when you become rich, though. Because the world reserve currency, the United States dollar, is going to fall. So are you going to liquidate that back into those dollars? Are you going to have a bank account overseas? Or are you going to put it in another bigger digital asset outside of the banking system and the US dollar system like Bitcoin? Or are you going to put it in real estate? What are you going to do? Peace. Like this video. Love you. Queen out.